welcome to Soul Nights with Sarai. I'm your host Sarai, and in these segments I'm here to share awesome songs from various Korean artists who I feel could use more love and recognition. In this two-part episode, I will be talking about some of my favorite SHINee songs. For those of you who don't know, SHINee is a group signed under SM Entertainment and debuted on May 25th, 2008. Over the years, they've become one of K-pop's most loved groups. Most of the boys are currently serving in the army, but shall return later this year. So what better way to start off the new year than with looking back on some of my favorite songs that they released so far. Hello, and welcome to part 2 of my SHINee's throwback video. If you haven't checked out part 1, please make sure that you do. There are a bunch of really great songs on there, and you definitely do not want to miss out on it. In this video, I'm going to be talking about my favorite SHINee songs from the years 2014 all the way up to present. So let's just get right into it. So for the year 2015, these are some of my favorite songs that I have chosen off of the Odd Eye and Married to the Music albums. I have Odd Eye, Trigger, Alive, Savior, and Hold You. Now, Odd Eye, I believe, is the opener of the Odd album, and it is such a smooth and suave track. Like when I keep telling y'all that SHINee is pretty much the kings of contemporary R&B, and that is no lie. They have that genre perfectly matched to them. And with the Odd album, they definitely have found that signature sound that when you hear it, you know it's a SHINee song. And with Odd Eye, it's definitely a banger. Absolutely. Especially when they perform it live. Like, oh man, they all look so good. And the styling of the hair and the outfits and everything go perfectly with the song. It's really just an awesome R&B track. Like everything flows just so perfectly. You have like Junghyun and Onu doing these falsetto notes, and Key and Minho are just like doing like this smooth rap talk thing that they got going on, and I'm just like, they're killing it. They're really doing their thing, and it's definitely one of my favorites SHINee songs ever. And yeah, it's dope. And the next song that I talk about will be Trigger. Definitely very accurate, I would say, as for the song title. It's definitely a triggering song. Like, it's something different and weird. But then again, SHINee is always, experimenting with so many different sounds, so it's kind of expected from them at this point. But they still have their own flair and twist to it, and it's actually a very fun, upbeat track. Well, not too upbeat, it's still very much R&B. Like, with this album, they definitely have more of the R&B style rather than like any of the more like super up-tempo peppy songs that they've done in the past, which honestly I do not mind at all, because R&B is one of my favorite genres and they do a great job of doing it. The next song is Alive, and now this it's also once again R&B, but has a bit more of a hip-hop feel to it, and their harmonies in this song are freaking tight. Like, their voices are so smooth, sound like butter, and the Odd album is really good, really good. But the only album that I feel like that could top it is Married to the Music, which I honestly can say is my favorite SHINee album that they've released so far. Like, Odd is pretty much, you have Married to the Music, which is the repackage of the Odd album, but like the songs that they added to that repackage, they fit so perfectly into that whole era that they've done. And my favorite songs from that are Savior. Savior is such a bop. When I first listened to Savior, that I had that song literally on repeat forever. Now this is one of the more upbeat R&B tracks that they have, and it works so well. Like, dude, like if you once you listen to it, you're definitely gonna be like up on your feet, dancing around, getting your life, because that's the kind of music that SHINee gives you. No lie. And then another song that I like from the Married to the Music album is Hold You. And I honestly wish that they really could hold me, because, yo, this song is so... I mean, in between the verses, you have like Minho like smooth talking to you or whatever, along with Key, like he'll come in and do a little smooth talking too. And I'm just like, oh, who are you talking to like this? Like, no, what? I can't be out here. I understand y'all grown, but I can't be out here like this, because y'all play with my emotions. And I cannot deal. Honestly cannot. But man, like R&B, like when I think of the genre R&B, of course I think of like all the really dope artists that we have here in America. But when it comes to Korea, like honestly, SHINee is one of those groups that I automatically think of when I hear the genre. That Married to the Music, like I feel like that is an album that everybody should listen to, because it's such a good, cohesive album. It's really solid. If you were to figure out like, oh well, who is SHINee, you would just listen to that entire album all the way through, and I'm pretty sure you would have a great understanding of who SHINee is musically and how far they've come. And dude, they really killed that album. I'm so glad that they came out with it, because it's honestly perfection to me. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but y'all need to listen to it and, you know, get y'all lives like I did. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, I'm gonna play a little bit of Savior for you. Man, that is a really fun song, and as soon as this video is over, I'm gonna listen to it fully, because it's a whole bop. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Now we're gonna go into the year 2016, where they released the albums One of One and the One and One repackage. And the songs that I have chosen from those albums are Prism, Don't Stop, Shift, Wish Upon a Star, and Beautiful Life. Oh man. Now with Prism, I feel like SHINee, when they release the album, they always have a really good song to open up the album. And Prism is definitely one of my favorite album openers that they have ever done. It's a very fun, colorful, catchy song, which makes sense because it's called Prism. And yeah, it's a really fun song, especially the live version of it. Like, they seem to be enjoying themselves very well, dancing along to the song, and they look so good doing it. And it's honestly something that I feel is what every artist should be doing. They should be out there enjoying the music that they're putting out, because I can tell like with some idol groups that they're okay with performing the songs, but it's not something that they're like, oh my god, I absolutely love this. With SHINee, I feel that like with the songs that they put out now, it's definitely songs that they want to do and want to share with their fans, and that's what one of the many things that I love about this album, because like it's top notch. Love it, love it, love it. And the next song is Don't Stop. Now, Don't Stop, once again, I getting a little bit of these like little 90s vibes kind of a bit. The beat is very different and kind of, what's a little bit more techno-y, kind of house a little bit. Please do not shed me if you know more about musical genres than I do. I mean, go ahead, let me know what I'm saying, if it's wrong or not. But yeah, it definitely has more of like a weird experimental beat to it. But yeah, it's still really dope. Like I like the little how they keep, you know, singing to the girl like don't stop, and I'm like, why would they ever? I wouldn't stop. I keep going. If SHINee tell you to do something in the song, you do it. They tell you to don't stop, don't stop. Okay? SHINee got it like that. You just listen. You don't question, you don't make no comment, you just be like, okay, I got it. That's all I need to know. And hey, that's how good of a song it is. Like, I don't know what to tell you. And then the next song off that album is Shift. Shift. Y'all, I really, I can't even like keep going on like this. Like, these songs are just so good. Like, the consistency and the production, the harmonies, everything about these songs that they keep putting out are honestly just gold. They release pure gold. I don't know, it's just amazing. It's great. And then the songs that I have as my favorites off of the One and One repackage are Wish Upon a Star and Beautiful Life. Now these are a bit more slow tempo, little kind of more ballady songs, which I feel like SHINee should definitely do a whole lot more of. Because even though their R&B style is something that they're known for and it's something that's really great, whenever they do a ballad to show off those like amazing vocals that they have, it's absolutely amazing. They are just so calming, so soothing. These songs really make you want to just like, you know, sit down and just actually pay attention to the music. And like, if you want to read, you know, the English version, like the English translations of the songs so you can get a better understanding of them, you're free to do so, and if that helps you connect with the music better. But yeah, these two songs right there, absolutely gorgeous. And man, I keep talking about Junghyun and Owner, but like Taemin, oh my god, Taemin has grown so much as a vocalist, and it makes me so proud, because to be, you know, a shallow since almost the beginning and to see that progression, he is definitely hold his own, and he's such a great and amazing solo artist, and it's really nice to see how his progression has worked so well as he's gotten older with SHINee, and his voice is, it's absolutely amazing. Okay, and now I'm going to be playing a little bit of Don't Stop. Now we are jumping in to 2018, where they released their Story of Light series, where they had like 3 mini albums, and then they like combined them all into one. This was like the first, Korean release that they had without their member Jonghyun, because he had passed away in December of that previous year. So honestly, a lot of fans were really concerned, and they were really expecting, like, yo, what's SHINee gonna do now? How is, what kind of music that they're gonna release, since they lost one of their vocalists. And honestly, I was so scared. Before, I didn't listen to the album in its entirety until earlier this year, which is, way back when, like, January started. And honestly, because I was so afraid, I was just like, okay, I've heard the title tracks that they've released, like Good Evening and Countless and the one other one that I can't think of right now. But like the entire album, I was just like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel now that Jonghyun's gone. But honestly, I am so proud of SHINee, because like this little era that they had, they did such an amazing job. And I feel honestly really bad that I didn't like listen to the album sooner, but it just took me a while to get back into the groove of things with that whole incident. I know that like certain SHINee songs I could listen to, but there were other ones that were just honestly a bit too triggering, and I couldn't really listen to it. And so when these albums came out, they kind of were a part of that. But I'm just like, no, you have to put on, your big girl pants. You have to stay strong and be supportive, just like a true fan would. Like, you want to stand by and support your boys and be there for them. And just as we hope, they would like to be there for their fans. And yeah, like I said, like these albums did not disappoint at all. My favorites are All Day, All Night, Who Waits for Love, I Say, Jump, and Lock You Down. Now, I really do not have much to say about these songs, because as I've mentioned previously, I just listened to the album fully a couple weeks ago. So I'm still getting like used to them, but like from like the run-throughs that I've had with that album, these were the songs that jumped out the most to me. Honestly, listening to those albums in its entirety, there were so many emotions that I went through. I went through happy, sad, hurt, and I'm pretty sure they, went through those same emotions since I was making this album without Jonghyun. But honestly, they did such a really good job, and I'm so proud of them. And I love that, that they're still holding on strong and doing so great. And I honestly cannot wait until when everybody's out of the army and they all come back together, what other music that they are going to be coming out with, because the anticipation has me bonkers. Like, Taeman has been doing really good holding it down as a solo artist, but I honestly do miss all of my boys back together, doing all sorts of crazy things and making great music. So I am going to be playing a little clip from Who Waits for Love. Those are my favorite Chinese songs that I am, just obsessed with. I hope that these songs that I mentioned in these past two videos were a great introduction to SHINee for you. And if you are already a SHINee fan and you just wanted to like relive through the good times, I'm always down to meet other Shawols and, you know, just talk about like all the different stuff that they've been through and all the music that they release. They are like literally one of my top bias groups, and I love them so much. They have done so much for me in my life, and I clearly think that they don't even know, but I'm pretty sure, you know, they love their fans just as much as their fans love them. And I really do feel grateful for all 5 of them. They have been a big part of my life. They've been in my life for the past 10 years, and they're gonna keep being in my life as long as they keep making music. Probably even after if they ever break up or anything, I'm still pretty sure they're gonna be a part of my life. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed these 2 videos where I talk about my obsession with SHINee. And I really do hope that if you are new to them, that you give them a chance, because they are honestly one of the best K-pop groups in Korea. No lie, I'm not joking with you. And if if there's a song that I have not mentioned that is your favorite, just leave it in the comments below. We can talk about it later. So yeah, I want to thank you for watching these episodes, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!